So ball python hair setup is more like, it's not more like, it's just, you're not going to want to put your fully grown ball python in a 10-gallon enclosure. Maybe a hatchling, maybe, if that. Sorry, I was trying to get the camera. There. Maybe if that, but if it's a hatchling, yeah, maybe. But you're not going to want to put a full grown in there. So let's talk about full grown, for full grown.
So for a full grown, you want to put, because I have a full grown ball python, and he has a 40-gallon tank. You should probably get an Exoterra. It's one of the best ones, and we have one of those too.
Or you can get, I'll link in the description, both Exoterra and this one. I think I'll do Exoterra, I'm not sure. But for strike reptiles, they have some really heavy-duty cages. It's actually what Sherman's cages, but continue.
And so for the setup, you're gonna want a little bit of decor because they're not really gonna have a good time without decor. So you kind of need decor.
Yeah, you need to keep their mind kind of mentally stimulated.
Yeah. So I have 2 sticks. Here. I have 2 sticks. One Asher did buy me, and one that I got for him. And then he has some leaves that, like, not outside leaves, the fake ones that you can like stick on the side of your tank. So he has 2 sticks and some leaves, and he actually has been moved around his stick, the stick that Asher got him. He moved it himself, like pretty far from where it originally was, and he's kept it there for the entire time since he moved it, which was about like 3 weeks ago. And yeah, he likes having it there, which I'm surprised that he actually moved it. So yeah, but yeah, they like moving stuff around, and ball pythons aren't like the type where like they're gonna zip around a lot and they're gonna like they're not gonna be like super fast, running around super fast. It's the same thing. They're mostly going to be in their hides.
Unlike like Sherman here, who's exploring my entire arm, ball pythons will usually just wrap around your arm and just sit there. And
mine doesn't.
Yeah.
But also ball pythons. Well, this might just be mine, but he doesn't need a humidity box.
Well, that's because you have cocoa. What kind of substrate? Aspen fibers?
It's coconut.
Coconut husk. That's because he has coconut husk. If you're using a drier substrate like the one I use, which is aspen fibers, you are going to need a humidity box because so you don't have to rehydrate the.
Is the coconut husk is dry?
Well, we might. Yeah, apparently you have to rehydrate it.
Well, he's lived with that all his life. But
sorry, he's doing something. He's staring at me.
So okay, and there's not really much to the setup because they don't need too much care. They're pretty easy. They're like one of the easiest snakes to take care of.
Very good beginner snake.
Yes, it's the best beginner snake, and I honestly wouldn't need a beginner snake, but he's still really good. Like a snake I would probably have would be a king snake.
Yeah, these guys are not as beginner, but they still can be a very good beginner snake. They're more like corn snake, but
and I don't need a beginner snake, but Neptune I love him, and he does constrict, but
what are you
not
doing
too
there,
bad. Also, if you put him around your neck, he will choke you. So other ones might also do that. But back to the setup, you're gonna need 2 hides. One without a heater, which just there. It's just called the cold hide, and then one with a heater under it, which will be its warm hide. After holding it, mine normally goes into his cold hide, but normally he's in his warm hide. You're always going to need to pick up their poop when they poop. And I saw one of Neptune's poops, and it looks exactly like a dog poop. It's really big.
Yeah.
It was about like from Sherman's head to here.
Yes.
It was that big.
From Sherman's head to this stripe, right where my thumb is, right there. Sherman's toads Well, not gonna be nearly as big because that's most of his body. Come on.
Yeah, he's quite small.
But yeah, there's not much to it. Just put some sticks in there so they can rub their shed off, and then a water dish, of course, for them to be big enough to soak in. And that's basically pretty much.
It's not really that hard to do. They have a pretty basic setup. But yeah, they're gonna need a water dish also so they can drink,
Yes.
not just to bathe.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't really bathe by themselves, like just because they want to. They don't normally do that much.
Mhm.
But yeah. And then on my channel we will be doing
The part 1.
part 1, which will be like ball python care.
Mhm.
Also how to feed, like feeding, like all that stuff.
Yeah, all the care and stuff.
But I'm not gonna talk about the setup because we just talked about it in this video.
Yeah.
And also, you should probably put the link in the description of my channel. And that's where part 1 will be. This is part 2. So yeah.
Anyway, hope you guys have an amazing day, and please consider getting yourself a ball python if you are a beginner and want to get a snake, or if you want to get more of a different kind of snake, you can check out my other video I have on Sherman, which is a king snake.
And consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon, which will notify you whenever a new video goes live. Please consider subscribing and and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.